Well, thank you, Mike. As you can see, we've got a beautiful afternoon here at Richmond International Raceway. We'll be coming back to you for our coverage tonight of the Nationwide Series event at 7 o'clock Eastern over on ESPN. But right now, we're getting ready for qualifying. And boy, the championship race is really heating up. 9 races to go. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trails Elliott Sadler by 12 points. And everybody up here thinks that Sam Hornish Jr. and Austin Dillon have to get on the horse and start cutting into that margin if they want to stay viable contenders for the title. And joining me in the booth, Rusty Wallace and Big Brad Daugherty. And let's talk about these 4 contenders on the short tracks. Who has the advantage?
I really think that Austin Dillon's got the advantage. I mean, you might think that's kind of strange sounding because the kid's so young, but he's driving the number 3 car, which is a car that's always run good in the short track. Richard Childress, his father-in-law, is so good at putting these cars together, and the team that's setting them up. I know this kid is young, but he's really hot. He loves his short track. That's where he cut his teeth, and I expect him to run good in tonight's race.
Well, you know, Ricky Stenhouse and Elliott Sadler have been very consistent this year, so we know they're going to be good tonight. But I am keeping my eye on Sam Hornish Jr. He has done an excellent job the second half of this season of being competitive week in and week out. Yet to go to victory lane, but I think it could happen tonight.
All right, we'll find out. Let's talk about the fact that we also have a trend going right now. The last 6 nationwide races, 6 different winners. Let's go back to Indianapolis when it was, the driver of the 22, Brad Keselowski, getting the honor of kissing the bricks. And from there, it was Elliott Sadler in Iowa, Carl Edwards in Watkins Glen, Justin Allgaier at Montreal, and a big surprise, Joey Logano at Bristol, and Ricky Stenhouse with that last-minute lap pass at Atlanta just last week. So, does that happen again?
It could happen again. I mean, this is a short track. This is where a lot of young guys have cut their teeth, and a lot of people can win at this track. Not only the veterans, but this is really open because it is short track racing, and the younger guys kind of really understand it. So I do think we can see a new winner tonight.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago, NASCAR made these guys choose which series they were going to run for a championship in. It has benefited this Nationwide Series because we don't have all of the Cup drivers. So tonight, another Nationwide guy could possibly go to victory lane.
All right, let's focus again back on qualifying, which we're getting ready to go to. I want your pick for the pole, Big Brad.
Ricky Stenhouse, Roush Yates horsepower, baby.
And I tell you what, I'm all over Austin Dillon. This kid, I talked to him. His car was really good in practice. He feels real excited. Max Papsel was down there helping him out, and Austin was pumped up. My pick, Austin Dillon.
Well, let's find out what our pit reporters think. How about it, Dave Burns?
Marty, Rusty went with 1-3. I'm going to go with 2 3s, the 33 of Kevin Harvick. Why? 22 starts here at Richmond, 5 wins, more importantly, 3 poles, including this spring in this car right here. Kevin Harvick's going to do it again. Shannon Spake?
All right, it's easy to pick the drivers who are fast every weekend. I, however, am going to pick the driver that was fast today, and that is Travis Pastrana. He led the entire practice session, making his first start for Roush Fenway Racing in this 60 team, which has a pole and a win already this season. Travis told me after practice he is really excited to see what he can do with this fast race car. Marty?
Shannon, you may be out on a limb, but I don't hear the chainsaw tuned up just yet. You may just have something there. Stay with us. We'll find out as we get ready to qualify here at Richmond.
NASCAR Nationwide Series qualifying is brought to you by KFC. Race day is KFC Day. Come in and taste why fresh is better.
First car is already on the track for qualifying here at Richmond International Raceway. It's the 24 of Derek White, a 41-year-old from Canada. He's had 28 starts in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series with 2 top 10 finishes. You see that there. His first lap, 24.08 seconds. That's not as good as he practiced earlier today. And second lap better, 23.61.
They got off to a little bit of a slow start there for Derek. He raced a lot with DJ Kennington in that Canadian Tire Series.
And Marty, what's unreal, Brad, that's the first time that lap he just now ran is identical to what he did in practice. I'll be doggone, 21.61. He does a 21.61 in practice, too. That's pretty consistent for that young man.
Yep.
50 car coming out right now is David Starr. Starr is hoping to have a full-time ride in the Nationwide Series. Saw him earlier today down in the garage area. He's working hard on that for next year. 44-year-old out of Houston.
You know, Marty, one of the toughest things at this racetrack to get qualified is getting through that first lap. You really need to get a lot of heat put in these tires, especially here at Richmond. And you generally see that second lap really pick up in speed.
Yeah, you know, you talk about David Starr. He's a guy, he's got over 300 starts in the truck series, like I say. Won several races, 4 wins. Still grinding and digging. I've talked to David quite a bit. He really wants to be consistent in this Nationwide Series and compete.
Well, he's looking to make his first Richmond start in the Nationwide Series, and he takes a step towards that with a fast lap of 23.005. And we'll find out because 4 cars are going to be going home. There were 47 here that were practicing today. So as David pulls in, that'll bring out Carl Long.
I've seen Carl in this circuit for a long time. He doesn't run every single week, but he's on again, off again, and he's real consistent, really supports this sport a lot. 44 years old, still doing it.
Just to give you an idea, the spring qualifying mark was set by Kevin Harvick at 21.66 seconds. Right now we're in the 23-second range, but of course these are the slower cars from practice. We keep marching up the ladder to get to the faster group.
I tell you, you're always building momentum. These guys take off, and every now and then you'll see a guy that you don't expect to run good go ahead and lay a big lap out. And being here at Richmond, a short track, where a lot of these young guys have cut their teeth at, it really won't surprise me, Brad, to see a surprise maybe in qualifying, because they're pretty good on these short tracks.
Yeah, got a lot of experience. All these guys grew up racing on these short tracks, so a little bit of familiarity brings some confidence. And you're right, Rusty, you will see a guy lay down a number every once in a while.
Carl Long goes to the head of the class of 3, 22.83 seconds. And now we've got Timmy Hill, Rookie of the Year last year in the series.
Talk to Timmy a little bit, guys. You know, he started the season running a little bit in the Cup Series, run some races early on, and was going back and forth, and really wanted to get back into the Nationwide Series full time so he can concentrate on his effort, become a better race car driver, get the experience he needs as a youngster to move forward in his career. So glad to see him back in here full time.
He's had 3 runs here before at Richmond. His best finish was 17th. And you can see right now he has stepped it up to a 22.65, so he moves to the head of the class.
Got that 2011 Rookie of the Year like we talked about earlier. I mean, that's a good run. I mean, that's a good accomplishment. Only 19 years old, and you're already a Rookie of the Year, and right now you're P1 in qualifying.
Pretty strong.
And
It's looking good.
We go from 19 to age 70. How about Morgan Shepherd out there?
Just a number.
Trying to tell me I can stay driving?
Something's going wrong with Morgan's car. He is not quite up to speed. Now he's getting on the hammer.
Getting wound up now.
Okay. Just momentarily slowed down on the backstretch, but Morgan takes the white flag, so the first lap is going to be 26.58 seconds. So whatever happened, you think maybe the box cut out on him?
It could be. I tell you, this could be a tough lap for him too, because he didn't get going to the middle of the back straightaway, and he took that white flag with not much momentum, so he could be in trouble right now as far as good speed, that's for sure.
Well, Morgan comes out of the corner. Remember, he has got to get in on time. He gets a 23.03 seconds. That puts him 4th out of 5 cars so far. So he may be holding his breath near the end of this qualifying session. So as he brings it in, we're going to take off just for a matter of a few moments. Here are the way our championship contenders have done on the pole platform. 3 each for Stenhouse and Sadler. Stay with us. Back here at qualifying at the Nationwide Series race at Richmond International Raceway. And while we were gone, Mike Harmon ran 23.10, and you see where that puts him. And Matt Carter went 22.73 seconds. And then Blake Cook during the break also went 22.8 seconds. You see where that puts them, and that means Scott Riggs is out on the track right now, finishing up as they are flying around this track. He ran a 22.9 on his first lap.
Scott Riggs, a veteran of the Nationwide Series as well as the Cup Series.
Yeah, moves up to 3rd place with a 22.74. Just like you said, Brad, he's been around for a long time, got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
4 wins in the series, got 3 poles.
2002 Rookie of the Year in the Nationwide Series. So
he moves to number 3, guys, 22.74 seconds.
I'm surprised that Scott Riggs doesn't have a full-time ride. I mean, he's been around for so long. This thing is expensive. It takes a lot of money to make it happen,
Yeah,
Brad.
I talked to Scott when he came back at the beginning of the season and was really looking for a well-funded opportunity and wanted to really dig in and compete nose-to-nose, head-to-head, but just hadn't had the opportunity.
Dexter Stacy on the track right now, another member from the Canadian Tire Series. Finished 10th in 2010-2011 final standings. You can see right there his first lap 23.79 puts him 10th out of 10 cars. He needs to pick it up.
Like I was talking earlier about, getting the tires warmed up this racetrack, you can generally pick up 2 or 3 tenths of a second from the first lap to the second lap. A lot of times these drivers get down in the corner, Marty, the front end starts sliding on them real bad. Actually shatters the front tires. They don't stick good. Then the second lap, it really hooks up good. And that's when you got to be game on and get the second lap under the belt, because that's when you start breaking track records and getting yourself locked in these races.
Well, you see where Stacy moved it up to the 6th spot now, 22.96 seconds. And here's Eric McClure as he's looking for his 20th start in 2012. Let's send it down to Dave Burns.
Marty, with Johanna Long right now, 26th on the board from today's only practice session. Your second start here, you have a good idea of what it takes in qualifying to get around here?
I hope so. We've been working really hard on this Keen Park Chevrolet to get it to make it run a fast lap. I feel like we have a decent race car for the race. I don't know about fast laps, so we'll see what we got here.
The other topic of conversation, Marty, it's hot down here. Man, has it changed in a few hours out in pit lane.
Yeah, keep drinking fluids. They said it was going to go up to 90, maybe even a little higher, and it's not hot enough for Eric McClure, as his second lap is 23.10 seconds. So his first lap will be the one that'll keep him in the number 9 spot out of the 11 that have taken times so far. And Eric is locked in on the top 30 in points, so he'll be around. But boy, there's still 3 guys that are sweating it out, and those 3 right now are David Starr, Morgan Shepherd, and Mike Harmon, as well as Blake Cook. They're in that go or go home group. Joey Gase on track now, guys, in the 52.
Yeah, Joey Gase out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Good little young racer. We see him race at the Iowa Speedway a lot when I get out there to see those guys, and he's a little star around that area. He's a good short track racer. And again, Brad, a kid that's really going to shine good at a track like this.
Yeah, he'll do a good job here tonight. He's had 13 starts, and ironically, his best finish has been at Auto Club Speedway, which is a super speedway. But you're right, Rusty. Comes out of those short tracks of Iowa, he'll have a good opportunity tonight to show his best skill.
Second lap, the best lap, guys, 22.90 seconds, moving into the number 6 spot out of 12. Stay with us. We're coming right back. Let's get you caught up on what happened here in qualifying for tonight's NASCAR Nationwide Series race during the commercial break. There you see the number 10 of Jeff Green. He right now is sitting on the pole, 22.38 seconds out of 15 total cars that have run. Paulie Haraka also ran during the break. He ran 22.56 seconds, and he is now in the 3rd spot. And J.J. Yaley, he goes into the number 2 spot with a 22.55 in that number 47.
Yeah, absolutely. Paulie Haraka, Drive for Diversity driver, did a good job there, put himself in 3rd position, and J.J. stepped it up to 2nd.
Tanner Berryhill on track right now, and you can see that the lap tracker for him, not good on the first lap as far as pole is concerned, but it does put him into the field. He is in that go or go home group, and his second lap a little bit quicker, 22.67 seconds, puts him 5th.
Marty, the good thing for Tanner is that he made a start this year in April here at Richmond, and he finished 29th. And I'll tell you, when you go back to the racetrack for the second time, you learn so much from what happened, from all your mistakes at first race, Brad. Berryhill might be another guy that surprises you with a good top 15 run, something like that, because he's learned so much the first race.
Very young man as well, 18 years of age, so it's good to see.
You think Eric Darnell had a problem between 3 and 4?
Yeah, had a little hiccup there. Maybe had a little tire, four-wheel slide there and knocked him off just a little bit.
The lap tracker very rarely throws us a curveball. 22.59 on the first lap, and he is looking much better right now. Here's where he had trouble last time. And that's better.
Getting after.
That rear end sliding out in that car. It's pretty warm out there, like we were talking earlier, close to 90 degrees. And when it gets hot on a short track, it gets slippery.
But believe it or not, his first lap ended up being his best lap.
Yeah, he actually was a little faster the first lap, had a little bit more grip in those tires.
22.59 seconds. So sometimes it's not how you get into the corner, it's how you get off the corner. Let's take a look at our calendar right now, because don't forget, coming up next will be NASCAR Now, and then we'll have Sprint Cup qualifying at 5:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Our Nationwide Series race here at Richmond is presented by Can-Am, 7 Eastern tonight over on ESPN, and then tomorrow on ABC at 7 Eastern, it is the decider for those wild card spots, the Sprint Cup race from Richmond, and the Mac Tools U.S. Nationals. They were rained out last week, and they'll try it again 3 o'clock Eastern Sunday on ESPN2. Jason Bowles, you saw him take the checker flag on his second lap, and he moves up to the number 2 spot, 22.41 seconds. So out of 18 cars, Jason Bowles picked it up very nicely. And guess who's coming up in the not too distant future? Certain 106-pound, 5'2" brunette named Danica Patrick. And there you see where she got the pole back at Daytona. Can she do it again here? We'll find out.
She's in that race car. She's 7 foot tall.
Well, during the break, you see Chase Miller climbing out from the car. He ran 22.35, and you can see that right now that puts him currently second on the board. Also, Mike Wallace turned a lap of 22.64 seconds. That put him currently in the 9th spot. Taylor Mousom at 22.60, just a few ticks better, puts him in the 8th position. And Johanna Long has just come off the track, and she has put her car on the pole, guys. 22.22 seconds out of 22 cars. So a great run for Johanna.
Great run for her, Marty. I mean, this is another person I'm talking about that can really run good on these short tracks. Johanna Long has won the coveted Snowball Derby in Pensacola, Florida with some of the world's greatest short track racers. So for her to run good on a short track does not surprise me at all. And this is a good place for those guys to really prove what they can do. And gals like Johanna did a good job, Brad.
Yeah, been really impressed with her all season long.
Boy, did you see Jeremy Clements? He got awfully close to that wall, and it cost him a little bit on that second lap. It slowed him down. His first lap is his quickest. Puts him 5th at 22.42 seconds. And you're saying, wait a minute, he's in the 4, not the 51? Well, this is the same situation as Indianapolis, where he drove the 4, and it's Ty Dillon in his usual 51.
I can pretty well promise you, if you have a slower second lap, it's because you tried to hustle it and pick up too much and just overdrove it on the second lap and messed up. Dave, what's going on down there?
Caught up with Darrell Wallace Jr., making his 3rd Nationwide Series start, and has won a race here before in the K&M Pro Series. So how much does that help you, even though it's a very different car, going in confidence-wise?
Yeah, that helps a lot. I know they ran pretty good here last race here in the spring, so I'm looking forward to it. I still got a lot to learn here. And, we don't have a leg up going into like we did at Iowa, so taking as much in as I can. I know we were in front of Denny in practice. He never got around me, so that was kind of cool. But we got the car pretty good. I think we got a good shot at running up front and hopefully a top 5 finish. So that's what we're shooting for. I just want to thank Dollar General for jumping on board.
Team Gids strong again this weekend, Marty.
He might not want to say that too many times around Denny, where he didn't get around because the race hasn't been run yet. All right, Danica Patrick looked good through turn 2, but boy, the tracker has slipped here in corner number 3 as she is out on the track right now.
We've watched Danica all season long. She's had some ups and downs, but been pretty steady, I think, in her progression in the Nationwide Series. And I've been really impressed at her patience. She's done a good job of continuing to march forward, even though she's had some trials and tribulations.
Well, she got a good corner off of turn 2. Didn't lose much speed there. The car's much lower off of turn 4. I expect this lap to be quite a bit quicker for her.
Well, she was 11th at Iowa in the short track and her best 9th at Bristol. And you see there, she's moved into the number 6 spot, 22.43 seconds out of 25 cars. So we still have about, just less than half the field to qualify. Stay with us. We're coming back. And back here at Richmond International Raceway, you're looking at the 86, Kevin LePage. He ran a 22.71 second lap, and he's 16th right now, and that was done during the commercial break. Joe Nemechek also ran a 22.32, put him currently 2nd on the field. And Josh Wise has just finished his run at a 22.59, best of his 2 laps, and Josh is in the 11th position as we speak.
Right now we've got young Ryan Truex on the racetrack. Had some very strong starts this past season. Done a good job. The 09-2010 E-Series champ, and still yet to get to victory lane, but had some so close moments.
Driving that number 99 car that we generally see my brother Kenny drive in our car. Robbie Benton owns it, and they've had some financial troubles when putting different drivers in to keep that thing funded, but it's always been a really good car.
Yeah.
And he comes across, improves on second lap, but only up to the 15th spot. They're going to have some work to do. 22.67 seconds for young Ryan Truex, a 20-year-old from Mayetta, New Jersey.
And that's the car that Travis Pastrana's had a lot of time in. And right now you see Travis Pastrana driving a 60 car. Shannon, what's happening down there?
Catching up with Danica Patrick, who's making her 3rd start here at Richmond. You're practically a veteran here at this racetrack now. How was that lap?
I don't think it looked like probably a veteran lap. but you know, that's what happens in stock car racing. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, and you just you go out there and you try and be smart and try and put the best car together for the race that you can. I feel like obviously that's the important part. We've definitely come from behind on these short tracks before, and like Bristol a couple weeks ago.
Some news breaking out of the junior motorsports camp. Tony Eury Sr. no longer with the company. From a performance standpoint, what are your thoughts on that?
You know, I don't know what goes on at the shop, so I can't really say performance-wise what that does. That's for the head honchos to decide. But I always have had a lot of respect for Tony Sr. and I felt like he gave it to me too. So I always like to be around him. We had a lot of fun together, and I'll miss seeing him. But something tells me we'll still see him around somewhere.
Something tells me he will be in this garage in some capacity. Thanks, guys.
Cole Witt, 5th for the team right there as the 88 has finished his run. Ryan Blaney out right now, and remember, boy, Ryan really got everybody's attention in the spring race here at Richmond, finishing 7th. 22.83 on the first lap. Needs to pick it up here, and tracker's a little better.
Yeah, I think he really got a surprise in that first lap about how bad their car was slipping and sliding around. And you're right, he's got to pick it up in his second lap. But I don't think he's going to be very happy with this lap. He's got a good car. He's a good driver. Just not going to qualify well right now. Brad clocks in 11th quick.
Yeah.
That's not what that kid's wanting.
Great experience, though, last time here.
So the 18-year-old right now is qualified 11th out of the 31 cars that have taken times. Let's talk a little football while we've got a moment. Tomorrow on ESPN, Texas A&M makes their SEC debut from the home of the 12th man, Kyle Field. New head coach Kevin Sumlin, as he looks to make a major statement as the Aggies host Will Muschamp's 24th ranked Gators. Number 24 Florida takes on Texas A&M tomorrow 3:30 on ESPN. You can also watch it live on Watch ESPN. It's presented by Cars.com. Brad, who you like now?
Oh man, I'm excited to see Texas A&M in the SEC. Florida going out to their stomping grounds in Texas. See if they can win one. I think it's going to be a great ball game.
Justin Allgaier trying to make it a great lap. He is awfully close here as he was second on the first and not quite enough by 1/100th of a second. He does not take the pole from Johanna Long.
Did a great job wheeling that race car. Johanna Long has put up a pretty serious number there, Rusty. It's going to be tough to beat until we get to some of these super fast guys we have in the field.
Well, so far Justin Allgaier's got beat by a girl.
Oh, they all have.
Go get him, Johanna.
That's right. All right, 20 car out. Darrell Wallace, you heard him earlier, and this young man, from everybody we've talked to, Brad, he is the real deal.
Real excited about this young man. Joe and J.D. Gibbs have done a great job in grooming this young guy. He's done a great job in the K&N series. He's come from a great late model background with Gibbs Racing, and he is destined to be a superstar. Does everything extremely well, listens extremely well. If they can just keep pairing him with that great talent like Kyle Busch and some of those guys, this kid's got the it.
One of 6 teenagers trying to qualify for this field today. Isn't that amazing?
That's another driver just to not pick up in the second lap as much as I thought he would. Really tried to hustle it, tried to get more out of the car than the car had. And he picked up like about 1/10 of a second, and that was about it, Brad. He really should have picked up more than that, in my opinion.
Do you think it's the tire, Rusty? Do you think they're overdriving it? What's causing that?
Well, some cars that are really loose, Brad, the very first lap, they can run a fast lap. But if the car's pretty neutral and they really got a good setup, it's pretty indicative. You see a car that's got a good setup for the race, they're going to pick up 3 or 4/10 a second lap. If you see a car is kind of holding on by edge, not really set up properly, they'll probably knock out a fast first lap. But the second lap, sometimes that'll surprise them, not be as good as they thought.
Well, Mike Bliss is turning a great job here. Can he take over? No, he is in the second spot. And this one goes to the 1,000th mark by 5/1,000ths of a second. Johanna Long still holds on. And there is Elliott Sadler out on track right now. And he's a little slippery on the exit out of 2. And going south through 3.
Doesn't look like he's got a good line off of that, but we'll see if he'll pick it up. Let's get to lap 2 here and see what happens.
I'll tell you, that's a 22.31. I've seen good cars pick up about 4/10 of a second the second lap. The car's got it in it to grab the pole if he picks up the speed he's supposed to on the second lap.
Of course, our points leader announced this week he would not be coming back to Richard Childress Racing next year.
Real shock. He's done a great job in this race car. I can't believe he's not going to be back in it, fighting for that championship again next year.
Second lap, 22.27 seconds, picks it up, but not enough. He stays in that number 4 position. So one of our championship contenders is down, and here comes another Sam Hornish Jr. Let's send it down to Dave Burns.
And Marty, how about the guys who were picked early on before qualifying started? Kevin Harvick was one of the picks. Ricky Stenhouse was another. Between the two of you, Kevin, who's got a better shot at the pole?
We're both talking about how we're going to screw it up. So we're going to talk. If we stand here and talk long enough, we can talk ourselves out of it. But Armor Chevy has been pretty good. So you just got to hit all your marks here. You can mess it up just by driving it in that much too far. So you just have to hit it all right and see what happens.
Ricky, your key to a good qualifying lap here?
Not drive it in so hard. I tend to do that very regularly, every racetrack we go to. So, like Kevin was saying, you can mess it up so easy here. I think whoever qualifies on the pole messes it up the least. So, hopefully we mess up least than he does, because he's pretty good.
Right now, Sam Hornish has messed it up very little, Marty.
22-12, and he is our provisional pole sitter. And boy, Sam's going to be our in-race reporter. So if you want to ask him a question, go to ESPN.com. Our keyword is in-race reporter, or tweet your question to @NASCAR ESPN. Then tune into the race tonight, 7 o'clock. See if it's your question that we ask him.
All right, Marty, young Austin Dillon on the racetrack right now. Here's the guy that I picked to grab the pole. I hope he doesn't make me look too bad, because he did really good in practice.
Second on the first lap. You're close. 22-19.
Got 2 poles this season. He's always stout in these type of racetracks. Cut his teeth on them.
He just really got to get out in off exit turn 4 really good. That's where we've seen some cars really slow down. That's where he needs to pick it up.
And it's going to be close. He got it.
Oh, right. Okay,
Man,
Brad.
there you go. You got it.
You're up next, right?
I'm
22 flat.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
So I'm not looking too bad right now.
Not right now.
The guy I picked is on the pole at the moment.
If the race started right now, you'd be good.
Okay.
The problem is
it doesn't start right.
It doesn't start right now. Then we have 10 more cars to go.
All righty, we'll see what happens here.
And here comes the next one, Brad Sweet.
Yeah, young Brad Sweet. I know this is a young man that Casey Kane as well as Ray Evernham have been pretty high on. And he's got 12 starts this season, and he's got 12 starts period, including he's got 11 this year, so 1 last season. So
whoa, did he get
got
tail
a little
happy?
sideways there, turned a little bit. He's a dirt tracker though. He'll keep driving that thing.
His first lap was a 22:45. He practiced much quicker than that, and I don't think he's going to be happy with that. Trent Owens looks on, and yeah, he comes across the line.
Scrubs so much speed out of that car.
22:43. So Brad is 14th right now, just in front of Danica Patrick. So you say you want to see a little dirt tracking?
A little
Here
dirt
we
tracking.
go.
Brad comes off the corner, throws the throttle to it, a little 4-wheel drift there, Rusty.
Yeah, it's a pretty slick look. I mean, that's typical short track racing. The rear end gets off underneath. He stays in the throttle, stays gassing it up.
Keep digging.
Yeah, you got to stay in the throttle because the car's not spinning too much. It's still going forward, you know?
Yeah.
All right, here we go with 20-year-old Ty Dillon. And remember the performance he turned in at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, finishing 3rd in the inaugural running of the Nationwide Series there. And look at the lap tracker on lap number 1 was good enough for 6. Here he comes across the line. And it's not going to do it. 22-26, so he is 6th right now on the chart.
Marty, I want to talk about something real quick. Max Pappas, who's really been teaching Ty Dillon and Austin Dillon a lot. I went down there and talked to Max today, and it was really impressive to talk to Austin and talk to Ty about how much of an influence Max has been. And Shannon, you got to believe that these guys really respect Max Pappas for what they've been teaching them.
Yeah, that's right. Rusty picked you to be on the pole here today. Currently, you're still up there, but I'm wondering how much has the track changed from the early morning practice?
It's really hot right now, and then all the rubber laying down. I tried to get Rusty that pole. I think we're going to have a shot at it. Just got a little loose off of 2 the second lap, which hurt my speed. So he came and gave me a pep talk before we got going there. So I think it's going to be close. You never know. We'll see.
All right, thanks.
James Buscher, his best lap is going to put him in the 9th spot at 22.33 seconds, and we're seeing a lot more slipping and sliding, guys. I think what Austin was saying about the track heating up is really coming into play.
Well, you know, it's hard to believe the track's heating up much as it gets later in the day, Brad, but I mean, sometimes where this sun sets on the track is really important, and I don't see any of the racetracks shaded at all right now. If anything, it's probably a little bit more sun on turn 1 and 2 than 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think the ambient temperatures probably come up just a little bit, Rusty, as it's set and baked. Like you say, there's no cloud cover at all, so probably get a few degrees more heat in the racetrack and make it just a little bit greasier for these guys.
Michael Annett will not be happy with that first lap. He's currently 18th. 22.46. He's trying to pick it up, and he's looking much better here on lap number 2.
Yeah, I mean, there's some cars that's picked up 0.4 of a second, and this is a car that's got the capability to do it. It's awful close. It doesn't look like he's going to make it.
Just slipped off at the end, but it's good enough to move him into the top 10. He's 8th right now at 22.30 seconds. Let's go back to the spring race. Remember when Kyle and Kurt Busch were teaming up to run, and the 54 team had not won in that 54 car until that night in Richmond. And it was Kyle looking on as Big Brother took the win in that wonderful finish here in April. And now it's Kyle in the car, or I should say Kurt in the car again. Yep.
Well, I can tell you one thing. This guy knows only one position on his right foot, and that's flat down.
He's hammered down all the time.
He loves these short tracks, and you saw that dramatic win in the spring here. Really ran good, and these guys are coming back to the track that they won at with a ton of confidence and a ton of speed in qualifying so far, but I don't think it's enough yet.
Nope, not quite going to get it.
12th. 22.38 seconds. So
doesn't really matter though where those Busch boys start. You can say Busch boys and short track, they got a chance.
Well, we'll find out at 7 o'clock tonight. As right now, Austin Dillon is still on pole out of 42 cars that have taken time. Let's check in with Shannon Spake.
Well, Marty, Sam Hornish Jr. said he doesn't like to play favorites with racetracks, but this is one of his favorite. What makes it like that for you?
I finished well here, I guess. I don't know. I like tracks that aren't the same on both ends, and this track is really the epitome of the tracks I like. I like flat tracks, I like short tracks, and I like tracks that have different ends. So it fits all three of those characteristics, and you know, I don't know what it is that's all from the Indy cars to to running in the Nationwide and the Cup Series. I've always liked coming here. So hopefully we'll have a real good run tonight. The guys made some really good changes in between practice and qualifying. And if the guys on the Cup side do any kind of similar adjustments or that kind of a big jump, we ought to be really good over there. So just real happy with how things have gone so far.
Solid run here today in qualifying for Sam Hornish Jr. Marty?
And he's still in the second spot because Brian Scott faded just at the finish.
I tell you what, you're right. Brian Scott had that pole until the exit of turn 4. That car slipped a little bit, and he had him covered.
He did.
Until right on the exit of 4.
He was right up against it. We've heard a lot of stuff this week about Brian Scott, whether or not he's going to be in this race car next year or not. So I'm sure he wants to go out and put his best foot forward for whatever he's going to do next season.
Whenever you're on the hot seat or wherever you're changing seats or whatever, you always want to go out running better than you run the race before.
That's right.
And we talked about the short track racing many times. This is a guy that's good on short tracks also. This is another opportunity track for a guy like Brian Scott. And that's probably one of the reasons he's got this thing gassed up so hard.
They were holding Kevin Harvick just for a second there. Gives us a moment to flash back. It was 30 races ago since Kevin had his last victory in this series. Guess where it was? Right here at Richmond.
Yeah, it's pretty good here.
When I think of Kevin, I always think about this particular track. He's just this night race, which are all of them are night races, but he's so dynamic at this track. Knows what he wants in a car. He might not have the fastest car, but he always knows what he wants his car to do, how to maneuver, how to get it set up so he can get the job done as the race gets going.
I absolutely had him covered last week at Atlanta, too. He was in another zip code before Bottlegate happened.
Well, this is Dave Burns' pick right here. And Burnsy, you're looking pretty good right now, according to Lap Tracker.
Well, Lap Tracker and I have a long-standing relationship.
All right, just let you down. He just let you down.
I love Lap Tracker and it works for me, not when it works against me.
You got second lap here. Hang on.
Okay, all right.
Oh, he's right there, Dave.
I'm with Ty Dillon right now. See, Ty, I picked Harvick for the pole here, see? So my reputation's on the line. How do you think I did?
I think you're doing pretty good right now. It looks like he's fastest.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, no. Second.
Second.
He got the pole. Had to edge out Austin. That's cool. We got RCR on the front row so far with a couple cars left. And I'm excited for my guys. Hopefully we'll get a top 10 out of this. I didn't know how we were going to qualify. I know we got a really good race car. So just excited for all the people from Westco being out here. And the Chevrolet looks great. And thanks to Nationwide Insurance for putting on such a great race and having fun. Hopefully we can get up there and race these guys like Denny and my brother and Harvick and have some fun tonight.
Well, I picked Ty Dillon to race well. How's that, Marty?
Well, and he probably will live up to that. Now, let's explain what happened, because both Austin and Kevin ran identical times, 22.078. It then goes to owner points, as you see Denny Hamlin sliding out of the corner there. And that means Austin holds on to the pole because they have more owner points.
That's incredible.
That's identical lap time. That's unbelievable. And team cars, those are team cars, identically prepared cars out of Richard Childress Racing. And you know what? When they're identical, they're supposed to run identical.
I agree.
Never do, though, do they?
No, they don't.
Well,
the 2 car out of that camp didn't run quite as well, did it?
Denny Hamlin's 4th right now. His best lap was his first lap at 22.16 seconds.
Okay.
Well, here you go, Big Brad.
Yes, sir.
Here's your pick, Brad.
Give me my trophy. Come on, get up on the wheel, Ricky. What are you doing? There you go. My man, go, 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 go.
Oh, boy. So Brad picked Ricky Stenhouse to grab the pole.
Come on, Ricky.
Let's see what happens.
He's fading a little.
Come on, Ricky.
Oh, no. Does he get it? No. Got one more lap.
One more lap.
All
I mean,
right,
that's an awful fast first lap, Brad.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
He should pick up big time in the second lap.
If we can get through turn 4 without sliding the tires, we're going to be good. Here we go.
Well, he's got a good lap.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
That thing is flying right now. Unless he loses it in, I think he's going to get it.
He is. He's going to take over the top
Mama
spot.
Need some shoes.
Oh, man. Dude, I'm going to have to listen to you.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have to listen to you all night long.
That's exactly right.
Oh, wait a minute. There's still one to go here. You know, we still have Travis Pastrana.
Oh, that's right. That's Shannon's.
That's Shannon's pick. That's right.
But Rusty, you are right. If he holds on to this.
You will never hear the end of this.
Come on. You got to admit one thing.
All right. Look what's happening.
We both got pretty close.
We're close.
Look what happened to Travis here on the first lap.
Travis.
He better get it on.
Now, this is where you get trouble, right, Rusty? Because he knows he's got a tough first lap going. An inexperienced guy overdrives it to get himself in trouble.
Yeah, he's got to make it on qualifying, too. He's not guaranteed in, that's for sure. So he's got to make a pretty lap and get this thing locked in, which he is. He just got himself locked in now.
Yeah.
So he's good to go.
Yeah, the tracker was inaccurate. He's 24th right now, 22.54, but he's really got to pick it up to make Shannon have the bragging rights, and he gets it up to 5th.
Wow.
What a comeback.
Good job.
Yeah, there you go, bud. P5 at 22.16.
So a 22.16 for Pastrana, and the bragging rights go to the big guy.
Yeah,
I owe $100 to Brad.
That's right. Just ask me. I know it all.
Slam dunk for the big man. So for Ricky Stenhouse, it's his 8th career pole in his 98th race, his first Richmond pole in his 6th start here. His previous best start was 6th in his last 2 races. So that sets the stage for tonight's race. Stay with us.
NASCAR Nationwide Series qualifying is brought to you by AutoZone. For the auto parts, accessories, and advice you need, get in the zone. AutoZone.
So a very exciting qualifying session is over, and there is the pole-sitting car driven by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in a time of 21.98 seconds. Austin Dillon, also in the championship chase, will start 2nd as we take a look at the entire grid, and there's Sam Hornish, 3rd in the points.
Sam Hornish 3rd in the points, but I'm going to tell you guys, I am really impressed with Johanna Long. Great qualifying effort. Keeps that car in an 8th position. She went out early. This young lady's had an outstanding season. We need to talk about her a little bit more.
Yeah, you better look at that 3rd row, though, with Denny Hamlin. This guy's going to be tough.
Look where Elliott Sadler is.
Boy, didn't quite have the qualifying effort I thought he would, but maybe the car will race a little bit better once he gets in the race prep.
Yeah, you see Darrell Wallace Jr. down there in the 10th row outside. I mean, this is a youngster that ran really good at the Iowa racetracks, got another good opportunity.
Learning experience.
I expect a lot out of him tonight.
Good seat time.
Yeah. Danica Patrick will start out of row number 12. Ryan Blaney's going to have some work for him to do as he's in the 14th row. And there's Ryan Truex, also a little bit further back than we all expected.
Got a long way to come. Have to get some good pit stops, be consistent.
There's the field. Now the 4 that did not make the field: David Starr, Morgan Shepherd, Mike Harmon, and Joey Gase. Let's check in with Shannon, and I think that's our pole sitter.
Yeah, it is. 4th pole of the season for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. How does starting up front here at Richmond set you up for the rest of the race?
Pretty good. Anytime you can start on the pole of any race, it's always a benefit. Having the first pit stall is a big benefit for the guys. So everything is good for our Ford EcoBoost Mustang. Travis qualified in the top 5 with his EcoBoost Mustang. So it's a cool qualifying run. It was the first time we were in qualifying trim all day and didn't know what to expect, but it all worked out, and definitely glad to be starting on the pole.
Now, you hear a lot of drivers compare Richmond to Iowa. For you, what are the similarities?
They're similar. You know, I feel like off of turn 4 is similar. Off of turn 2 is quite a bit different, but all in all, it's pretty similar. So, you know, I felt like our car was pretty good in race trim. So I wasn't sure about the qualifying run, but I feel good about it in race trim, and that's what's going to pay off tonight. We were a little tight in qualifying, but I think that's going to translate well for tonight.
Thanks, Ricky. Dave?
New ride for Travis Pastrana. Great qualifying spot. What's it feel like right now?
Feels awesome. I tell you, we came off a really good race, not a good finish last weekend in Atlanta. First time up. I tell you, in the top 12 guys, 12, 15 guys, the racing's completely different. So, you know, just learning up there. I mean, I was like, when I had the lead for that one turn, I was like, were those the other cars? I mean, guys really race more aggressively. They race fast, and it's an honor, and it's fun to be up here. So I couldn't say enough about the Roush guys this weekend. Gave me a great car, except for Jack was like, he told me about 8 times today, don't crash the car. So first lap, I'm like, just get in. But then we were able to pick it up a little second lap.
Okay, now you're on half the track and you start 5th, so you are squarely in the top 12. What's the start of this going to be like, you think?
Chaos, mayhem, and I'm just going to try to hold my own the best that I can. And I guess if you're, like Matt Crafton told me, he goes, if you're not looking forward, you're probably going to be going backwards. So, you know, definitely trying to do the best we can. Denny Hamlin helped me out a lot last year. He's got a lot of experience on this track. You know, Carl Edwards was awesome. All the Roush group is really a tight-knit family. So it was really cool just to see, you know, Stenhouse is, you know, just he's happy. I've never really got to meet him. He's just such a really easygoing, fun guy. The whole crew seems really cool. So excited to be up near the front, and we'll see where we can put this thing.
Good times for Travis Pastrana here at Richmond. Marty?
Well, we talk about how important qualifying is. 16 of the last 17 Richmond races were won from a top 11 starting position. That is not good news for Elliott Sadler. He starts 12th.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. These guys up front are going to put themselves in position to stay there, so it's going to be a long night for Elliott Sadler, but he can do it.
All right, let's see how everybody did. Rusty, you were second.
Well,
Brad, pole sitter.
I don't want to brag or anything, but pole sitter,
yeah. Dave's pick qualified 3rd. Shannon came home in 5th.
So wait a minute. Let me ask you a question.
off.
You got 47 cars that qualified, and the ESPN crew picked 4 out of the top 5. That's pretty doggone good.
Including one of us picking number 1.
Yeah, I know. That's you. Yeah. That's you. I got it.
Yeah.
I picked the 4 guys that didn't make the field. Let's talk about the calendar, because NASCAR Now is going to be coming up right behind us. And then we've got Sprint Cup qualifying tonight at 5:30 Eastern here on ESPN2. And then our NASCAR Nationwide Series event. It's presented by Can-Am tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern over on ESPN. And then the big Sprint Cup Series race from Richmond. Of course, it is the final spots up for grabs, 7 o'clock Eastern on ABC. And then the rain out from last week, they'll try it again in Indianapolis. The Mac Tools U.S. Nationals, 3 o'clock Eastern, Sunday on ESPN2. Let's check in with Shannon. She's caught up with Cole Witt.
Cole Witt starting 19th here this evening. How was your car, not only in the qualifying run, but maybe in the practice session as well?
Yeah, you know, I mean, our car wasn't ever able to really bust off a good lap all practice. I mean, we practiced 18th and, you know, qualified 19th, so it's kind of right where we were. You know, we really don't fall off bad, which I guess is good, but still just can't run some of the times that the fast guys can. So just struggling a little bit. We're really, really tight, kind of in the center all day, but it's pretty typical for Richmond. So they're just working on it, need to get a little bit better.
Now, we did ask Danica earlier in qualifying about Tony Eury Sr.'s departure from Junior Motorsports. Your thought on just the impact he had and will now have with him gone?
Yeah, I mean, I got to work with Pops early in the season, you know, and you know, learned a lot from the guy and, you know, did a lot of testing with him and stuff. So, you know, he was a huge impact on the start of my career here with Junior Motorsports. So, you know, I mean, whatever the company has to do as a decision, I guess, is up to them. So, you know, I'll definitely stand for the company. I mean, they've done a lot for me, and, you know, it's just, it's a shame to see certain things go, but, you know, it's a tight-knit family, and it's just, it's a tough deal. It's pretty emotional probably around there. So, we're just kind of focusing on our car to make sure we can do the best we can, and we're really working on this thing, so we need to be a little bit better.
Thanks, Cole.
All right, thank you.
Marty?
All right, thank you, Shannon. As we take a look at the championship points as we get ready, and Ricky signs his name way up high on the top of that banner, an honor given to every pole sitter throughout the course of the season. And this is where it all stands right now with 12 markers separating Elliott Sadler, who will start 12th, and our pole sitter, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Sam Hornish Jr., Austin Dillon. It's really a 4-car race, but if those in 3rd and 4th don't pick it up, they're almost a full race behind, and we have 9 races left. So, guys, quick comment. We got 40 seconds.
Aggressiveness is going to win this race tonight. I'm really keeping my eye on Sam Hornish Jr. I think he gets his first victory possibly tonight.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be a race of who got the best setup from the day of practice.
Yep.
It's very, very hot out here today.
Yep.
And tonight it's going to cool down a lot. The track's going to be completely black. Completely, the grip level's going to change. So I think whoever does the best job is going to win this thing.
All right, Cup competitors have won the last 16 Richmond races, but that's the story from last week at Atlanta. And it was Ricky Stenhouse that won, and he's picked up right where he left off as we sent it to Mike Massaro and Ricky Craven.
Thank you, Mark.